Good morning, everybody. John Spiokla here with the Gen AI news briefing from GAI Insights, your essential, important, or optional news of the day. We have lots going on. We have a number of big announcements from folks like Atlassian and Anthropic, as well as some ridiculous ware from somebody from the AI Institute writing up SORA. So we get everything from essential to optional today, at least in my opinion, but we'll see where we land with our analysts. So first, Ankash, if you could start us off with the first article, please.
Sure, John, just bringing up my screen.
Yeah, it continues to amaze me. I mean, I don't know about you folks. Every once in a while, I just think how amazing. I mean, here we have people from all over the world on video right in front of you. It's just, I don't know. It's one of those magical things that I never kind of get used to. All right, Ankash.
Yes. So thanks, John. The first one that we have for today is from Anthropic. So Anthropic has launched Claude Teams, which is an enterprise offering, and it has also launched an iOS app.
All right. Very interesting. Luda, what do you think of this?
I think it's important news. Anthropic, from the very beginning, focused on security, the scalability, and now they're introducing a team solution and also a mobile app solution that I think are two necessary components for the enterprise solution. And so they're emerging as a real strong competitor to ChatGPT. And that's, I think, important for our audience to know.
Okay. Paul, you're a wizened software exec selling it to enterprises. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely important. It's a feature on the AWS cloud stack and needs to be on radar screens.
I was going to make the case for essential because I think, and there's my big reason is it's the first cross-platform, mobile to, enterprise and so forth, offering that is a full offering. So the idea of putting intelligence throughout the enterprise, I think we're going to get to a model that looks more and more like that over time for many enterprises. But so I was arguing for essential. Any?
I'm not sure it goes up to essential, but yeah, important for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing I see companies are struggling with this incremental per employee price. So if I get 15,000 employees, am I going to pay per employee extra per month for Teams? I'm also there for Claude.
All right. Let's put it as important, unless Adam or Tanya, anything that
yeah, John, I'll jump in. Thanks. I guess your comment, if it were the first, I would agree that might be essential news, but I'm pretty sure OpenAI's ChatGPT with their Teams and their enterprise options, they have an iOS app, they have a browser app, and they're in the enterprise with a Teams offering effectively. So I wouldn't say this is the first to market in that sense. So I'll knock you back down to important.
Adam, no hitting me with facts. That's totally out of bounds. All right, we're going to go for important. Next.
Okay, so the next one is a sort of a research paper, and it talks about how OpenAI's SORA can be used in ophthalmology. It says it's a revolutionary thing in eye health, but they have nothing to show for it for now.
Paul?
Yeah, I mean, SORA is amazing, but this is optional. I mean, this is a research paper, but I think it fits in the category. We've talked a lot about generative AI being text to text, text to image. Yeah. I think this is starting to go to the next category where it's image to value, image to insight. But this paper is optional.
I totally agree. It's just a bunch of speculation about how it might be used. All right, optional it is.
On the other hand, guys, somebody needs to speculate to have it out there. I'm agreeing with optional, but I think it's a great effort to envision how you can use it in a particular vertical. So I think that's good effort.
All righty. Okay, good effort, optional.
Good effort, but we don't get no trophy.
No participation. All right. Atlassian launches Robo, its new AI teammate. And I will start in on this one. Given Atlassian's 300,000 customers and $20 billion market cap or so, this, I would argue for this one being essential. Unless Adam hits me with some facts, they're going to knock me down again here. The reason for essential is, the APIs sound great. I mean, across, Slack and Teams and Microsoft SharePoint and so forth. It's such an important part of software development. Software is obviously an area where generative AI is so deep. The ability to manage, even generate content out of this stuff. So I mean, this is really moving from the base of Atlassian's, software management platform into real, not only code generation, content, and so forth, and integration. So I give it an essential because so many organizations are using it. This is a market leader doing something interesting. But that's where I come out. Luda, Paul, Adam.
I'm more for important, John, just to balance it, because there are environments, and I don't remember the vendors, but there are vendors like Atlassian doing the similar thing. Maybe this is better, but I don't know whether this goes into essential. It's an important effort. It's a critical pain point, and enterprises needs to be filled, but there are other vendors who are doing it.
Yeah, I just don't know of other. I'm not sure. I don't know which of the other software tools actually do.
I haven't looked, but I will. Adam, do you know? Tanya, do you know?
I think we lost Tanya. She's in a.
I see. Adam, do you know? He probably doesn't.
No, I do not.
I will look it up.
Paul. Yeah, Microsoft's got a similar offering, but these guys have by far the dominant market share in the last 15 years. I think this is an example of another one of the 10,000 software companies adding LLMs to their product roadmap. This in particular is going to a very technology sophisticated organization with content. So I put it at important.
Yeah, the reason I rated it essential is, if I'm running an AI shop somewhere around my organization, they're likely to be using Atlassian products. And, given that this is a multiplier on the technology, I just don't, I think as the AI leader, you can't not know about this. That's why I put it essential, So I'm going to use the power of the pen here, and I'm rating it essential. So there you go.
Well, and I think, John, to your support, one thing of essential is that AI leaders should be asking their IT CTO, are you guys using this? And is there a cost? Is this a $20 per month user?
I don't remember pricing. If they laid out the pricing in this. I didn't catch it.
No, I don't think so. No, not in this article.
All righty, Akash, next.
Okay, so next one is another research paper, and this is a survey on retrieval augmented generation and retrieval augmented understanding. So it talks about the evolution, taxonomy, and applications of RAG.
Rag and Roo, Luda.
Yeah, I like this article. They kind of step by step, in time and in depth, assess the two techniques to enhance the understanding, the bridge between LLMs and NLP. So I think it's a very comprehensive, excellent survey article. But I don't think the regular leaders should read it. So I put it as optional, but can be convinced to put it as important, to just highlight that it's actually worth reading if you don't necessarily understand what RAG does or RAU does and how they connect to NLP. This gives you that understanding.
Yeah, I was exactly where you are, Luda. Optional, but fantastic article if you want that deep understanding of the different, solutions and products out there. Paul, where are you on this? Oh, sorry.
See, I think for that, John, maybe we do put it as important and just say, look, it's it's worth reading. Even if I put it aside, I will read it like word for word to try to understand it better. I think it's a good to read in depth.
Paul, where are you on this?
I will defer to the chalk holder.
Okay. All right. Adam, you got a prior on this? As we used to say in decision analysis class. Do you have a prior?
No, it's Thursday nights. I'm along for the ride. I didn't have an opportunity to prepare or review the articles. So
No problem.
I won't weigh in on this one.
All right. We're going important. Important it is. All right. Woo-hoo. We got a very big day today.
Yeah.
All right. Next.
Yep. So the next one is from Nvidia, and it talks about Nvidia's new offering called Chat RTX. So this new demo app, it lets you personalize a large language model and connect it to your own content.
All righty, Paul. Where are we? Can't hear you.
Sorry.
You're on mute.
I think this is essential. I think this continues down the wave of a local IoT LLMs on the device. This goes right to the chip. And it should be on the planning horizon for every AI leader.
Yeah, I was there too. Essential. Luda, you essential, optional? Where are you?
I think it's a very important trend to get to the models on the laptop or on locally, so that you can use that and extend it if necessary. So it's not the Nvidia jumping into it is actually essential news. Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry.
I'll just jump in again. I haven't had a chance to review these, but Chat RTX isn't new, right? We reviewed this several months ago. Is the news here that you can connect it to your data, or what is it that's actually the news with this one? Because Chat RTX I know has been out for a little while.
The Chat RTX thing is here. The way the article writes it, and maybe this is wrong, is that it's the first time you can have it, download it, and run it independently on your PC.
I think, Adam, this is now the full release. The previous was an announcement with some limited release. This is now full-blown release.
Yeah, if you have a Windows machine, you can download it and use it now.
Yeah. And it actually provided a link in the article that you could download it. Right?
Yeah, it was bumming. I just bought a new couple of Macintoshes. It's like I can't even use this stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, I know people who have a 4090 and they were struggling with this 6 weeks ago because their cards were a little too new for what it was asking them to do. So Chat RTX, maybe it's that it's out of alpha or beta or whatever, and it's now generally available. But yeah, I would consider it important news. Maybe not essential. But
Okay.
I'll have a look at it later, and when it's too late to downgrade it.
gotcha. All righty.
Yeah, I'm. If that's the case, maybe we should downgrade it to important.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a weird positioning with data theft, as the core argument, the way the headline reads. I don't know. Let's leave it as essential. Let's live large today. Thursday, getting near the weekend here. All right.
Okay.
All right. We're going to go essential. We'll knock it down later. Samsung. Yeah, baby. Super profitable. I'll take this. Tanya was going to do it for us, but she's disconnected. So Samsung, yeah, biggest, profits up over 300%, just seeing huge demand for their AI chips and memory chips associated with AI. They continue to grow that out. Semiconductors, they're feast or famine, right? That business, like the oil business, price goes from value to cost. And when it's at value, they make a ton of money. And when it's at cost, not so much. So, yeah, I gave this as, optional, interesting proof that, the AI market continues to be strong, but I don't think there's any news here or anything in particular the AI leader needs to make time for unless they're curious. I don't know. We lost Paul. Luda, where are you on this?
Yeah, I was also optional. It's great that the chips are in demand, but we kind of knew it. and
Yeah.
their revenue and their net has grown quite significantly, they say, because of that. So that's wonderful for the AI market in general. So, and they're introducing new chips, and that's good news as well. They got this contract to build to the 2 plants in Texas, like we talked about before, which is also excellent from the government, from our U.S. government, 6.4 billion. To build 2 plants in Texas, which is great. I think all of those are good news, but optional.
All righty. Ankash, how are we doing on the big tote board? We got, all right. Here we have it. We have Anthropic's cloud as important. OpenAI SORA, interesting but speculative. Atlassian, essential. Rag and Row, important. Generative AI, local, on your machine, fully launched and available for download as essential. And Samsung's operating profits as optional. All right, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of essential pieces of news. Nice to pop out of the important category. In terms of updates, just we continue to see really interesting demand. Going to be heading to Harvard Business School next week to hear their AI activities. Sam Altman was just at Harvard College, actually going through at Harvard Business School, helping to judge some of the up-and-coming AI leaders there. So lots of activity in that relationship. Anything, Luda, Adam, Ankaj, anything to tell our audience here?
No, John. Good
All
thing.
right. All right, everybody. Catch you